Hello everyone, it's Ironman3650 and welcome back to Lagfest Incorporated. It's been a little while, just about 6 months to be exact since my last video, and I'm so very sorry. But anyway, we are back in Lagfest Incorporated, because I want to start over again. I want to get the ball rolling again. And I thought, what better way to do that than to recap everything that's happened off camera the last 6 months. So without further ado, let's get started. So I want to start out here because this is probably the latest development in this world. Oh, I never noticed that. That's quite annoying. I don't know if I'll fix it though. Kind of gives the character. But anyway, so this is kind of the latest development in this world, and that's a bit sad because this has been sitting here for like probably 2 or 3 months now, almost untouched. This has been touched. Nothing else has been touched. So let's start with, well, where it began here, really. So this is my house. And so I built this using the 5x5x5 Mojang village building technique. And that technique isn't actually Mojang originated. It was actually sort of figured out by the YouTuber Andyisyoda, link in the description, and his community. And I've sort of with time sort of put my small twists on it over time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I said over time twice. But yeah, so as you can see, the system kind of depends on these 5x5x5 cubic kind of sequences, and those are based on the old village system, wherein you'd have some houses, some villager houses that were just 5x5x5 cubes with a door on one side and just windows on the other, and they kind of looked not too different from this segment that I'm kind of circling right there. But so the idea is you take that, and those you kind of use as the macro scale building blocks of building in Minecraft. So you have your regular blocks like this one, and then you have the larger ones. And so I kind of wanted to build on a style that was somewhat similar to Spawn House, mostly because of the main reason I came out here to begin with. But first, before I tell you why I came out here, I'm going to go over the house and give you the tour of this little area that I've built for myself. And so here we have the ground floor. As you can see, it consists of these 3 cell spaces, and this 4th cell space, which is a balcony. It is actually the first balcony in this house. Down here is the basement, which is totally enclosed from the outside. As you can see here, that's actually where the staircase starts. But I have my furnaces. I have 1 blast furnace, 1 smoker, even though I don't really eat meat. I kind of subsist off of potatoes. Hashtag potatoes best food. But yeah, so this is kind of relies on this small space. I used to have a little bit of a tunnel here, but I'll get to that later. So that was the basement, and here's the upper floor, kind of bare bones. As you can see, I haven't really gotten around to doing much up here. I haven't even filled in the ceiling to make it look, I haven't even filled in the ceiling to make it look nicer. Probably not going to. It's not something that's a big issue for me, at the moment anyway. And the second balcony, and for this I kind of used these trap doors and the fact that they can float as kind of a pergola or awning or something like that. And if we come out here, the second building added to this whole area after I built this house and started working on a long since abandoned tree farm, which I may or may not get back to as the need arises, is this potato farm. And it is also somewhat built off of the 5x5 system, as you can see. Oh, berry bush. Let me just eat that so I'm at full health again. But yeah, so this is also somewhat based off of that system, with a slight bit of tweaking. As you can see, this doesn't go the full 5 up anymore. This kind of just goes up to 3, or actually I guess that's 2, judging as that's a stair and stair. And then it kind of rises up to a peaked roof. So here we have this sort of front porch area. And this is sort of an outer facade. It's just sort of for show. I might even put something like a, maybe like what looks like a chair or something here, just to give it some nicer ambiance in addition to the berry bushes that I put over here. But the main door actually is down here, and the reason for that is because this is a tiered potato farm. And so this is it's semi-automatic. And what that means is that we don't have villagers tending it to plant and pick all the potatoes and stuff that can be picked and stuff. Let me just... Can I... No, I can't. Well, no, let me try that. Okay, yeah. So that's not getting a signal strength, which is a problem. And I've just about ruined that, but to be honest, that's fine. And the reason for why this is fine is because of stuff like this, these spaces. Now, these spaces are not my idea. I did not run out of potatoes to plant them. I did not just plant these in the middle and leave those. These are actually bugged, and that's kind of a theme with this potato farm. As you can see, it's happened here as well. Seems to have picked up patterns. Yeah, these are all bugs. I can't plant on here for some dumb reason. And sort of that continues down here as well. Now, at first glance, that makes the whole farm very inefficient and highly decreases the amount of output that it has. On the other hand, it also supplies me with way more potatoes than I'm actually going to need at any given point, and I should get rid of these. But here's the trigger mechanism for the farm, and it is all connected up with the simplest of redstone, really. Oh, okay. Thank God I'm not actually trapped in the workings. But yeah, it's operated by very simple redstone. It's led up to across a series of observers, which are those, which go into those dispensers which have water buckets in them. And those just push all the crops out into here, which is why I have this wall of trapdoors. It's sort of to catch all the crops as they fall and get them into these hoppers. But so this down here is I believe it's a tick pulse extender. I believe that's what it's called. And what that does is it essentially, if I hit this button, whoops. Well, yeah, it does that. But if I hit this button, you can see it extends the pulse to longer than the normal runtime. I do just want to make sure that, okay, yeah, that's fine. But I do now need to replant all those potatoes. Well, I'm going to replant these potatoes, and I'll see you again in a little bit. Well, we're back, and after I've replanted all the potatoes, you can see... Oh. What? Well, yeah, I now have, as you can see, a whole bunch more potatoes, and with an increasing amount like that, it's clear that I probably am not going to need any more potatoes for a very long time. Oh, and remember that tunnel I was talking about in the basement? This is that tunnel. I kind of dug it a while back when I didn't have very good lighting outside and needed a way of getting between my builds without dying. In instances like these, it is dark and mobs. Oh, hello, Mr. Creep. Hello, guy. Yeah, as you can see, mobs are an ever remaining threat here on the Lagfest Incorporated realm. But so yeah, that's the main house, and that's the potato farm. Then this is the latest building, and you're only seeing the top half of it. So this is also an adaptation on the 5x5x5 building system. Any of them getting closer? I'm sorry, I'm paranoid, guys. But yeah, this is another variation on it where I've actually not only taken the Andyisyoda 5x5x5, I've also given it a bit of a Wells Knight twist. I don't know if any of you guys know who Wells Knight is. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ender Bob. Don't look straight at Ender Bob. Oh, he's trying to make me look. But yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys know who Wells Knight is. He's a YouTube from the Hermitcraft cast. He's an amazing builder, in my opinion. But sort of, so in his series, Kingdoms, he builds buildings with, or houses rather, with this kind of wall pattern design, and I was kind of really inspired to try that here. And the first instance where I actually did that is, I don't know if I actually have a video of after the fact, or even if it was on video at all, was when Spawn is that way, by the way, is when I renovated ilanxtreme's house. But so I took that sort of same principle and replicated it here. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice added twist. I think it's kind of it kind of puts this building apart from these two in a way. This sort of tower in the back also slightly twisted. It has the kind of peaked spike. Oh, berry bush. Has the peaked sort of roof bit rather than the crenellations that I put over on Spawn House. And inside the top is totally empty. Totally empty. Needs a function. I thought of maybe turning it into a brewery, but to be honest, I could fit a brewery with redstone components in it just in this tower. Well, if I was any good at redstone. And I'm trying. But yeah, I was thinking of turning this into like a potion brewing area. I'm not entirely sure. I don't actually use potions all that much, to be honest. I'm much more of a builder, as you can see, than kind of grinding for digging and all that. Though, to be honest, I have had to mine all this material. There are a lot of mobs out now, so I'm gonna head to sleep and show you guys the bottom half of that building in the morning. Oh, didn't even get to put it in. But that's alright. So, it's a new day. The sun is shining. The mobs are burning. It is another beautiful day on the Lagfest Incorporated realm. But yeah, so I promised I would show you guys the bottom half of this building. By the way, cow pen. So here it is, and as you can see, there's this staircase to my little dock. Don't have a boat. I don't know where my boats keep disappearing to. But here's the bottom half of this building. As you can see, follows the same system, and it is a 2x3, 2-floor idea. And so, as you can see, I definitely have my nether portal, my banner from killing a whole bunch of pillagers. Thank God the gate's closed. I don't want zombie pigmen spawning and walking around here. But this, I kind of decided I want to turn into my sort of trophy room type thing. So every sort of major achievement that I make in the game, I kind of want to put a trophy memento of it here. So this is when I slayed the pillager, the raid. There is a raid here. I don't. Well, it's not. It wasn't really a raid because raids kind of only happen around villages. But I had a whole band of pillagers come by, and I had to kill them. This is very loud, so I'm gonna leave. But yeah, the main idea is to have all the trophies from my major achievements in there. And again, that's the pier. Right there, in that bubble, which you saw as I was doing my intro, that there is Rakshasa's underwater biodome house. He is planning on extending it. As you can see, he has his conduit there so that he can move around and breathe as he's building the other section so he doesn't have to die. But he is planning to expand that. I'm going to have to get together with him at some point to see what he wants to do with it. None of us have been on the realm for a very long time, guys. This is kind of... As the mood struck me, I decided to record this video. But, yeah. Once again, I don't have a boat, so I can't actually row all the way to spawn. I don't know why I'm going down there. But that's fine, because we're going to take the Nether Portal Express. And hopefully not die. Alright, spawn. So yeah, that's what I was talking about with ilanxtreme's house. He then put all those flowers and stuff, and in my opinion it could do without that, but well, it's his house, so. But yeah, spawn house, and since last time, I don't know if it appeared on video. I tried recording, I believe it was 2 or 3 videos, and I only found out after recording them that OBS was giving me issues, by which I mean there was no microphone from my end. There was plenty of audio, desktop audio, computer audio coming through from this computer and Discord and whatever, but none of my microphone, which, I don't know, maybe you guys prefer. But since then, we've started collecting the flags that different people have made, the different banners that they have made, and put them here on Spawn House. And the idea was that because Spawn House is kind of the universal starter hub, is that we kind of wanted to represent every one of the players that are on the realm at any given point. But yeah, so Spawn House hasn't really changed, although the map that was here has since disappeared. I don't know where, I don't know why. I'm not mad. Probably not gonna deal with that anytime soon. But yeah, that's ilanxtreme's house. As you can see, our once small sugarcane source has since expanded beyond any form of reason. I don't know what that cage is for. There's another conduit. I think that's the first one we had. Fish. But yeah, why am I at spawn? I don't actually know why I'm at spawn. Yeah, well anyway, so Shroom Goblin, guy in the tiny hut over there, decided to build that island. Or I think it was him. It might not have been him. It might have been Rakshasa. But anyway, one of them decided to build this island in the lake, which is nice. Because for those of you who have been around since older Lagfest, the original OG Lagfest server, of which I also need to keep posting videos, there used to be a fishing hut here that Blumster347 built back in the day. And that was kind of it for the lake. Not much really happened around here except for this hut. Spawn house was here. The statue to the Kakrin, Base Kakrin, used to stand there. The Tree of Confusion. This is actually a much bigger version of the original. The original was your bog standard. It was like one of those. One of these trees. It was originally nothing, and then just the logs were put in like weird mismatched positions to confuse people. That was a shroom goblin thing, and it did stand here. But when it stood here, I had my original house standing here on this spot, which later became Shroom Goblin's house as I took over Bloomster's base down that way. But yeah, different time. Sun's setting, so I should probably make headway as to where I'm gonna go next. But yeah, given that the sun is setting, I'm gonna try to make my way over there without dying, and hopefully I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, I found exactly where we were going, and we're actually going to be heading this way, because I'm about to show you the greatest tragedy of mine, or one of the two greatest tragedies of mine, or, well, let's just call it my tragic downfall on the server, which is the reason I had to go and start over. But over this way, with lovely darkness coming in to ruin it, thank you, is Aramatopolis, the village and further on castle of Aramatopolis. I tried to do some custom terraforming. It sort of kind of works. I don't know. I probably could have done a better job. Definitely with the trees. But yeah, so out here we have this farm with the windmill. I have these watchtowers set up. There's these sort of rustic as heck log walls sort of just cropping up. And then, sort of in the midst of all that, in the main sections, you have these gates with crenellations with real, honest to God, matriculations, which are basically holes where you can throw rocks at invaders or pelt them with arrows or pour boiling oil on them. More of a real life practicality thing than a Minecraft thing, but I decided to include them. But yeah, the Principality of Aramatopia. My greatest regret. Not because I regret building it. Now that I'm back here, I kind of remember why I did. It's kind of a reminder of what it is that I like to do. But yeah, as you can see, there's a heck of a ton of iron golems here. And that is part of why I'm so reluctant to come back here. I built this, or a large part of this, in creative mode. And at the time, I thought, yeah, what's it matter? I'm just building an area that's going to be a nice place for the Lagfest guys to come and hang out every so often and whatever. But after that, I kind of started to feel really kind of bad about having cheated all this stuff in rather than having done it legit. And so that's really the reason I abandoned this project. So the village itself is complete. It is done. All the villagers are, of course, now inside sleeping, with a whole slew of iron golems outside patrolling. But yeah, the village is complete. It definitely looks good. I mean, I'm proud of what it looks like. Don't get me wrong. I love this village, but its humble origins actually start from up there, at the not quite so humble castle which I was building. Also, again, sort of in the interim of the off-screen, off-camera, sort of not recording videos, 6-month period. But yeah, I decided to build a fortress with some amount of realism. And so here we have sort of the inner bailey the outer wall, sort of another courtyard. And this is supposed to be the keep. And I actually got pretty far along all these walls, sort of all around. I completed a vast majority of them. But sort of this inner bailey with the keep, and I was going to put other stuff here too. But yeah, and as you can see, I haven't even finished it here. But this was at the point where, so I started this fortress legit. I started it in survival, and this is when I got to here to the keep was around the point that I decided, or it was the point that I had slipped into almost entirely creative building. And that's not how I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this legitimately. I wanted, legit or quit. But, then I realized that that's not how I was doing it. And I ended up feeling really bad about it. Because that's not how I wanted to play this time on the realm. So I abandoned the project, and that's why I went where I went, and I showed you guys that earlier. But yeah, so this was the kingdom, the principality of Aramatopia. I may come back to this eventually, when I feel that I've properly made up for the fact that I cheated all this in. But yeah, Aramatopia, everyone. This used to be my base for a while, and I recorded a number of videos of me building it, two of building it, actually, and those were the videos that OBS, for some reason, wasn't picking up my audio, so those are scrapped. I do have an episode I recorded of the after the fact, which I might post as the derp episode, but yeah. So this was my original base, which I decided to build in a more modern style. But yeah, this is my original base. So here we have my house, which I built, as you can see, very modern style. Has my 3 dogs here, which I actually kind of forgot about, to be honest. I forgot that I have these. I have an aquarium of Jeffs. I think they're all called Jeff or something like that. Oh, you're still around, huh? But yeah, so these bubble elevators lead to the main, most important part of this area, which is now going to be the trade district, partially because of my failure to actually run it as my own base. But so these lead to the upper floor, which was going to be the bedroom. As you can see, I have a crazy amount of stuff in here that is just crazy. A lot of single items left over. I don't actually know why, which is weird. But yeah. Oh. Settles here, settles there, and a whole bunch of stuff. That's enough for another portal. I just left that here. Anyway, enter chest. As you can see, all my wonderful collection. I don't know why I have these here, and I don't actually know where the rest of the prismarine stuff that we did is. Oh yeah, we tried to do a guardian farm. We actually cleared out the ocean monument area and tried to do a guardian farm, or we were gonna do a guardian farm, and we never actually built it. But here's the prismarine crystals from the prismarine lamps. Here. And then if we go down here, the plan for this originally was to be my secret base, my secret sort of bunker base. As you can see, it's got multiple floors. Those were boarded up. They were meant to be entrances and offshoot tunnels to other areas of the bunker base. Quad beacon from the bottom there that kind of goes over the whole current trade district area. Elevators connecting all the floors, but honestly I'm gonna survive, so I'm better off just jumping down. Here is my failure of a sorting system, which of course I realized after the fact that I overcomplicated, and I'm probably going to go back and resort everything. But yeah, I might get back to this eventually. I probably removed everything of value from here. And then down this tunnel. Oh yeah, nothing there yet. This is the giant ass, the giant freaking vine farm. That's just what this is. It's a giant vine farm. I think I've harvested once and still have not used all the vines. But yeah. First smelter. Yep, nothing there anymore. Oh. I want to get out now. I don't have an elytra or any way to fly out, so bubble elevators all the way. And now you can see why I built these for easy transit. Oh, there we go, upper floor, perfect. And up. By the way, up and down arrows, up and down banners, just so it's super clear, even if you couldn't tell from what's at the bottom of the platforms. Ooh, ow. Berry bushes. The dock. There's my boat. I found my boat. But yeah, this was going to be a fully automated farm, but again, I seem to not have fully grasped how the 1.14 automated villager related stuff works. So no farms, just a building with a failed experiment. This works. This building actually serves its purpose. This, oops, if you can't tell already, is my iron farm. And we've collected a little bit. Probably try to do some AFK sessions around here. Where I'll probably just do an AFK session here while I'm like watching the video on my other screen or whatever. Just tapping back and forth like this so that I don't get kicked off for wow, those guys are loud. So I don't get kicked off for being idle. Usually that thing kicks in after 10 minutes or something like that, but I just want to... Please go away. Please go away. Oh my god, there's another llama? Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. I'm begging of you to go away. Thank you very much. Llama number 1. Y llama number 2. Llama. But yeah, every so often an iron golem pops up there and kinda ruins the production line of the rest. Because now in 1.14 the way villagers work is they'll create an iron golem if they feel they haven't created one in a while and one isn't present. Hopefully, if there's no presence of a golem for long enough, they might actually create one, unless, for some reason, let's see if I can actually crawl up in here, unless for some reason, there we go. Alright, no golems standing in any weird places here, or up here for that matter. Oh, no, not this again, not this again. Alright, there we go. That's not good. I need to cover that and just generally be more careful in this area. Ah, it happened again. Gosh darn it. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, I need to be very careful in this area. It's probably not good that a lot of these guys are still awake. But that said, oh yeah, there's probably like way too many people here for what I actually need. That said, this does work, if slowly. God, these villagers are loud. Wow, these villagers are loud. Holy moly. Phew. But yeah, I recently watched a video by a pretty famous YouTuber, one that I love quite dearly as a fan, Mumbo Jumbo, who, wow, Minecraft is making weird noises. But yeah, Mumbo Jumbo, who built a multi-module iron farm on the 1.14 premise, which works like a freaking charm. So at some point, oh, what was that? Is there something up there? Thought I saw something up there. Yeah, anyway. So at some point in the future I might build another farm somewhere. Oh, cat. Where did you come from? Ah, whatever. I'm not that big a fan of I should probably get cats in Minecraft, to be honest. They help keep the creepers at bay. But yeah, that's pretty much my big tour of Lagfest Inc. There's the Guardian Farm. We're not gonna go there because I'm sure most of you have seen what the underwater temples look like. You probably don't need me to go and show you what it looks like. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope this sort of begins to make up for my absence. For me, it's sort of a bit of a stepping point to get back into this. So hopefully, I get to do much more of this. Zombie, go away. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked the video, please leave a like so that I know that you enjoyed it. If you really enjoy these videos, you might consider subscribing and hitting the bell to receive notifications. If you ever want to see more videos. That said, I'm gonna try a little bit harder to put out videos more often. I know I've said that in the past, and I've been pretty bad at it, but this time I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna try a little harder. School is definitely still a consideration, as I am in university, but I will try. So again, if you like this video, please leave me a like, drop in the comments anything you might want to see for next time, and until next time wow, until next time guys, see ya.